Okay, joining us now is Xavier head basketball coach Brian Neal. We will open it up with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll open it up for questions from the media. So an opening statement, Coach?
Well, I thought DePaul played like a really good team, a tournament experienced team. I thought we played like a pretty average team who was not an experienced tournament team, and they just punish you for the things that you don't do that you should have done or the mistakes you make, and just put so much pressure on you in so many ways. And then, of course, when they get hot, it's a double whammy. So that's, you know, we got whipped, and I don't know how I should describe it.
We'll take questions for Coach. And again, if you could identify yourself for the benefit of our transcribers who are with us remotely.
John Fanta from the Big East Digital Network. Coach, obviously this isn't the way you wanted tonight to go, but in the grand scheme of things, you know, you doubled the win total from a year ago, and you got your first winning season for this program since 2010-11. What can you say about all that you've accomplished this year?
Well, you know, starting the year, our goal, I mean, it might sound crazy. We knew we're not winning the Big East Championship this year. We're not that level yet, but we are trying to make those strides. I think the things you mentioned, we know where our players know, our coaching staff knows where we are in the progression of things. Certainly, we would have liked to have done a little bit better tonight, but, you know, we're not DePaul's class right now. They're in another world, and we've got to now take what the growth we've had this season and move forward and hopefully narrow that gap a little bit next year.
Yeah, I think that's my question is, where do you see yourself next year?
Well, you know, I don't know if we have a large core of players coming back who've gotten some experience, and we have a couple nice newcomers. We have a young lady sitting out who's going to give us more of a post presence for sure, and then we have a freshman transfer freshman next year who I think is going to be a special player in the league one of these days. So I'm really excited about those guys. And then we have one of our best point guards who's out with an ACL in December. So those three players, when we get those guys back, you know, we're going to be a more talented team, a bigger team, and you know, so we'll see. But we have a lot of work to do to get those guys involved.
Matt Paris, the DePaul. What is it about DePaul's press that makes them so hard to deal with?
Well, you know, I don't think their press was the problem tonight. We had 10 turnovers. I mean, and look, we got a lot of experience turning the ball over against their press. Tonight, I thought we executed pretty good. I thought when we got the ball to the other end of the floor is when our decision making went out the window. And but it's DePaul. They play competently at a very fast level, and when we play at a fast level, it's incompetent. You know, it's bad decision making, and so that's where we've got to learn to adjust to a faster speed. But the press, you know, normally after one of their games, I mean, they just overwhelm us with it. You know, tonight I thought we had pretty good technique and did a pretty good job. In the first half, I bet 8 of our first 10 turnovers were in the half court taking the ball out of bounds. But they have good athletes, they play hard, and they keep it on you. And so that's I guess the biggest reason why it's successful in general.
Anything else for Coach? All right. Coach, thanks for your time. We'll see you next year.
Thanks.